We are having some Easter fun this morning with our momtrepreneur, Courtney Johnson. Thank you for being here today, Courtney.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, and so we usually talk food. We're going to talk food a little bit,
Yes.
but we're getting into the arts and crafts vibes today, right?
Yes. So Peeps are kind of like, I think, candy corn. You either love it or you hate it. There's a really strong opinion about Peeps. So if you hate Peeps, here's a great thing to do.
To get rid of them.
Get rid of them. So I know that you have little ones in your life, little nieces and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to Peep paint. So I'm going to give you some of these.
Okay.
And you can just use them as like a sponge.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is, so I was just telling her that you can do these as sort of a little bit of a modern art sort of feel, or whatever you want. You could do an Andy Warhol type grid, but these are great. You got to be gentle with them, but it's a good, that's a good thing to teach the kids. And so what I do is, you can either, brush it on. So because I'm going to start with the pink.
Okay.
You can go backwards, but you just don't want to mix the colors too much.
Right.
So by that what I mean is I'm going to go to yellow next, and I should, if it does anything at all, it'll kind of give it a little ombre sort of look. So now I'm going to play the overanalyze what do I want to do game. So I'm going to put a pink one there. So a little bit about what I made today. I did and sometimes you can just kind of give them a little wiggle, push. You should get, you get a little peep on there.
Oh, cute.
So what I made is a carrot cake monkey bread bunt. So what this is, I'll have everything posted online, but it's 2 packs of cinnamon rolls that I put in the bowl, and I actually snipped them with some shears. And then I took the raisins, and what I do is I put a little bit of, what's it called on them? I put a little bit of water to kind of loosen, to kind of warm up the raisins so they're not so dry. And I throw them in the microwave with some water on them for about 1.5 minutes. And then I took a bowl with some cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and then I did 1.5 cups of brown sugar and a heaping tablespoon of cornstarch. Mine's a little funky.
Mine is too.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yes. I mean, these are going to be done for kids.
Yes.
So kind of what you end up doing is why these are wet then is, I'll let you keep going and I'll finish talking about my bun. But then what we do is take a little bit of this very, very fine glitter, and if you go like this on them, well, here we go. Well, I gotta put a hole in here. Well, I'll just go like this. So what you can do is if you put this on here, get them all done, and then I'm just gonna shake this back in here. What it'll do is it'll give them the actual sugary look.
Okay.
So anyway, back to what I did. So I had this mixture of sugar and cornstarch and my spices. I folded some vanilla in there as well. I toasted walnuts on the stove. That worked terribly. And I folded it into the mixture with the walnuts and the raisins and the sugar and the cornstarch and stuff. The cornstarch I did to kind of absorb the excess moisture. And then the weird curveball in this is 2 things of Gerber carrot baby food.
Interesting.
And so I folded it all together and I buttered down my bundt pan. And so everything is just kind of, all together that way. And I think I baked mine, and I say I think because I started the stopwatch on my clock and then just kept going. It just kept running.
Yeah.
So I think it took about 45 minutes, but the safe rule is it was 375, and I tell people the safe rule is to do what's it called? 180 degrees internal temperature for that, and then you'll know the dough is done and it's not going to fall when you take it, when you take it out. And I let it cool for about 15 minutes, and then I inverted it on the pan, and then I covered it with the frosting that came with it because I didn't want to waste it. But ordinarily, I would tell you to make homemade like Cinnabon, like a Cinnabon dupe frosting. So you got that carrot cake, cheesecake thing going on. So that was pretty easy to do.
Okay.
I am going to be making a creation that I'm going to do for my family. I'm going to make it ahead. I'm going to be doing a springy kind of carbonara inspired with ham and bacon and peas. So it's going to be like a carbonara sort of feel, but it's also going to have some cheese in it. So it's going to be like a carbonara bow tie pasta mac and cheese.
That sounds delicious.
Yes. So really springy, really easy to make. So I'm going to be making that and posting that as well.
Okay.
So that'll be on the page.
Yeah.
So now what we'll kind of do to finish up here is I'm just going to, you want to dust yours? Sure.
Do a little.
And then, we'll just, see what I mean? See what
Yes,
I mean?
it's very easy to make a mess.
Yeah. We'll just zhuzh it around. And then I'll let you taste that carrot cake. So that's a monkey bread. So normally it pulls apart, but I brought a knife. So
some look like blobs.
Yes.
Some look like peeps.
And then how you finish that off is
yours looks really good.
Well, I've done this before.
You have.
So then what I just do is this, and this is really easy for the kids. Just flip the brush around, just dip this in here, and then you just do.
Oh, make the little face.
Yep. You just kind of dip it in there, and you use the little bead. And here I am just nailing it, having to. Yeah, so that's kind of.
Yeah,
what
I mean yours looks like a genuine peep.
Yep. So. This will kind of be, and then you could paint a basket underneath it. You could throw a little glue underneath here when these are fully dry. Maybe throw some Easter grass on there. If you've got some nasty jelly beans, like the junky cheap ones, you could maybe hot glue those on there. You could just do some sparkly, little candy art. But these are easy, so if you have someone like children in the house or someone who's maybe recovering from an injury, it's a great little, and you can always use a finer point brush. But
whatever you got.
Yeah, whatever you got. Yeah, I just figured it was easy to pack. But yeah, so these are great if someone's. You could get the whole family involved in it if you want. Also, they dry out really nice peeps, so you can always make wreaths with them.
You could. That's how I like to eat my peep. I like to eat mine a little drier. Than the fresh ones out of the box.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I kind of do too.
Yeah.
Kind of like that shell. Of course, s'mores. They're always fun for s'mores, so you can always stock up on those this time of year.
Right.
And then have some really fun s'mores at the campfire. So yeah, so that's what I have for you today.
Excellent. Yeah. Should we try the cake?
Yeah,
Obviously.
absolutely. Sure. Go ahead.
I'm
Lay
not
your
an
brush down
artist.
here. Yeah.
Alrighty. Yes. For all that hard work, we deserve some cake.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. You got the knife?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take a little sliver. Oh, there we go.
I hope I didn't get too heavy on the ginger. I feel like
I'm sure it's going to be delicious.
Whoa.
Let's see. Still warm. Still perfect. Very good.
Good.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Courtney. We'll have all the details for you on our website, myupnow.com. And have a happy Easter.
You as well. Enjoy your time with your family.
I shall. You as well.
Yes.
And we will be right back with more My UP Mornings after the break.
Thank you.